Alright, so you probably clicked on this video because you want to make new friends. It's totally understandable. You might have just started a new job or you're starting university, whatever it could be. You want to find new friends and that is fair. So just for you, I've created a 3-step framework where I'll teach you how to make friends, where to find those friends, and how to maintain them. Alright, so let's get started. To make friends, you need to, first of all, approach people. There's no going around this. If you see somebody sitting alone at the lunch table, approach them. You might be finding them interesting, maybe not. Who knows? At least see it as training. You're training yourself how to become social, and that is super important. An important skill when you're trying to make new friends is making people feel comfortable around you and also making people feel confident about themselves. So try making eye contact, smile a bit, but you might be wondering, how can I smile on command? Well, that's exactly when having a funny story in mind comes to assistance. When you're in mid-conversation, try to slightly remember that story, and when you do, you will smile. But making friends takes more than just a smile. You need to also make them feel important. And how do you do this really? You do this by giving them a sincere compliment and appreciation. This could be by noticing something special that they have on. And remember, it has to be something that is sincere. If you're, for example, very interested in watches and they're wearing some particular watch that you do like, give them a compliment on that. Or if they did a great job in the group project or whatever it could be, compliment them. And another thing that is important when making new friends is to listen. First, when you meet somebody, you generally ask basic questions. You ask about their hobbies, how they're doing, and once you get that answer, you have an opportunity to ask even more questions. If, for example, one of their interests is taking care of their dog, you can ask some questions about their dog. Allow them to talk a lot about their interest and see what makes them spark. But try to also share your own experiences. You're not only here to interview people, you're here to make a connection. To build meaningful relationships, you have to also share your own experiences. If we look at the past example, you can, for example, share how you also have a pet, but a cat instead, and how cats are more superior than dogs. Crack jokes whenever possible and just have fun. But also, don't forget to allow silence. Silence in the conversation lets the other person think about what you just said and ask you a question as well. Alright, so now you know basic conversation skills which you can use to make new friends. The second dimension we're going to talk about today is finding those people to talk to. Usually you make friends with people who you spend casual time with. This could be, for example, your neighbors or the people who you go with at school or at work. So your main objective is to find people you can spend some casual time with. But this casual time needs to be kind of fun. So figure out what you like. What's your hobbies? Do you have any sports? This could be, for example, soccer, taekwondo, or another sport. There you might be finding some like-minded people and can actually take the initiative to approach them. But a common obstacle I see people struggling with at this level is they say, well, I don't really have any interest. I don't really have any hobbies. If you don't have any hobbies, try to pick something up. Reading a book, photography, whatever it could be, music. And once you pick a hobby that you think is a bit interesting, you can go on clubs or activities together with random people. These events might be published on social media and you can join them through there. And remember, once you have hobbies that you pick up, you can easily relate to other people and can easily make friends with those people, because they might also be photographers. They might also like reading. But finding people doesn't always have to be finding people you've never met before. It could also be reviving an old friendship. If you, for example, didn't speak to a friend for a long time, send them a message, see how they're doing. And this perfectly brings us to dimension 3, which is maintaining friends. So maintaining friends is not easy at all. It requires a lot of time and energy. And what you need to do is message your friends regularly, check up on them, remember their birthdays, and all these sweet things. When you go about your day and you start remembering them, tell them about it. Tell them, hey, I actually remembered you today because of this reason. And imagine what you would like your friend to say to you. Put yourself in other shoes and be empathetic. And I can promise you that will take you a long way. And finally, admit when you're wrong. This is when relationships start to crumble, sadly, because many people don't want to admit when they made a mistake. And what's worse is when a potential friend does a slight mistake, they really push on the mistake and make them feel dumb or bad. Never make your friends feel too bad because of a mistake they did. At the start, you can slightly play it off, but of course have your self-respect. So this was basically it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful for you and that you can now go and make some new friends. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.